Hello students, this is Mr. Cam, alright? So this is a basic research skill tutorial video for the data analysis exercise. Today I'll be showing you how to do regression and ANOVA using the data analysis toolpack available in the Microsoft Excel. So in this case, for the regression exercise A, you are required to conduct a regression analysis in order to find out if there is a relationship between running speed and also heart rate. So in order to do this, you need to unlock the data analysis toolpack. Okay, since I'm using a MacBook, so the location of the data analysis toolpack might be different, but you can actually go to Tools, Excel Add-ins, and then click on the analysis toolpack and then press OK, and it should be appearing at the top in your data column. Okay, so in order to do data analysis, you are required to do a regression analysis of this two data. So what you need to do is press data analysis, go find regression. Your input wire range is basically usually the one on the right hand side, which is in this case your heart rate. And then your input X range is usually your running speed, which is on the left hand side of the table. So make sure you remember to press the labels, because it's very important to let the system know that you have a column level. And then the output range, please select the output range and you can place it anywhere on the Excel datasheet. Let's say we choose that one, then we press OK. So for regression analysis, the most important value that you need to look for is actually the significance F value, which is this one. Okay, please remember that if the significance F value is more than 0.05, it means that there is no relationship between running speed and heart rate. If significance value is less than 0.05, it means that there is a relationship between running speed and heart rate. So by looking at the significant F value, which is presented here, 0.527897357, that is definitely more than 0.05, which means the correct conclusion for this one is this one, which is since significance F value is more than 0.05, there is no relationship between running speed and heart rate. Please take note that the value here is what we call the gradient. It's actually quite important for you to know this value. It is beneath the coefficient. Okay, so negative value means negative gradient, and positive value means positive gradient. And this is particularly important if, for example, there's a relationship between the two variables. Okay, let's say, for example, regression exercise B. If you see here, the data that I have placed here are almost quite similar to regression exercise A. However, you see that there are some missing data. This one and this one. So if you try to do a regression analysis on this one, you will most likely fail to do so. Okay, let's try it. Regression. Okay, I'll put the Y as this one. And input X range as the running speed. And then labels, click, output, put it there, and then there. You see here, regression and its function returns error. Please check input ranges again. The system tells you that there are missing data in your table, so they cannot use the regression tool to analyze your data. So what you need to do is, before you do your regression analysis, make sure that there are no empty data. So what you can do is, you can actually highlight this column, highlight this row, and right click on your mousepad and then press delete. The same thing for this one again, because there's missing data, so we cannot use that data. So we have to delete that data by pressing delete, right click, delete row. Then let's try to do the data analysis. Regression, okay. Then this one. Can press OK. See? Now it works. So the same thing again, since the significant F value is more than 0.05, it means that there is no relationship between running speed and heart rate. Okay? Okay, so remember, if there are any empty cells in your table, make sure you delete the row of those data, missing data, so that you can use regression analysis to analyze your table. Okay, next one, regression exercise C. So we are trying to find what is the relationship between car speed and also the amount of fuel used, assuming that the car is traveling at a distance of 5 km but at different speed. So in order to test this, we also do regression analysis. Again, we press data analysis, regression. This one will be the amount of fuel use, and then input X range will be car speed. Then output range, put it maybe next to the table, and then press OK. Alright, so if you look at the summary output of the regression analysis, you refer to the significant F value. So when you look here, it seems that the significance F value is 8.73904 and then capital E minus 0.9. What does that E means? It means that it is actually 8.73904 times 10 to the power of, in this case, minus 9, which actually is a very, very small number. However, some of us are quite confused. We thought it's a big number. So in order to help you to make that into a normal decimal point, what you can do is you right click on that data, go to format cells, okay, press number, and then increase the decimal place so that you can see the number. See? Now you get 0.0008739, and that is way smaller than 0.05, which means that there is a relationship between car speed and amount of fuel use. So your conclusion should be there is, since the significant F value is lower than 0.05, there is a relationship between car speed and amount of fuel use. However, we also want to know whether increased speed means increased fuel use. So how do we know that? So we can actually know the relationship between car speed and amount of fuel use by looking at the coefficient here. You see here, car speed, then coefficient. This is the number that you need to focus on if you want to see if there's a positive relationship between car speed and amount of fuel use, or negative. If it is positive, it means that as you increase the car speed, the amount of fuel use also increase. So positive relationship between car speed and amount of fuel use. Therefore, which is increase car speed will use more fuel. If, for example, the number here is negative, then that means that there is a negative relationship, which means that as you increase the car speed, it will use less fuel. But in this case, it's the other way around. Since it's positive, increased car speed will increase amount of fuel use. Okay, I hope you understand that one. You might need to be able to use and understand this value and this one as well. Okay, let's go to regression exercise D. So this is another example that you